am your audience. So now if everybody turns to stage right and does an overhand weave. And then can everybody open up the weave into circles like this? Okay, and then can everybody do this where you do a lower half of the Chasing the Sun and you turn and you come out underhand? Good, okay, so you should be underhand on this side. Great. And then can everybody come up and over? Okay, so can you all do this clockwise chasing the reel like this? So let's try that whole thing. So we're doing the weave. Then I want you to open up your weave and then do Chasing the Sun for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to come back into overhand weave on the right. So then, can everybody do this where you go from an overhand weave, you turn 90 degrees to the left and come into a clockwise pinwheel, like this? If you're here, facing your right, and you put your right foot forward, you're going to rotate your body 90 degrees so that you're now facing me, the front, the audience. And then when the right hand is on top, so when you're on this point in the weave, when the right's on top, as you turn to the left, pull your left hand behind and come up into the pinwheel. Let's try that from here. You're in your clockwise pinwheel. Let's turn to the right into overhand weave. So we're gonna go between these. So we're here in overhand weave. When the right hand is on top, turn to the left, bring your left hand back behind, come into pinwheel. And then we're gonna turn to the right, bring your right hand down, cross your left hand on top, and come back into overhand weave. Let's put this all together. We're in the weave. Open it up. 3 Chasing the Sun. 1, 2, 3. Back to overhand weave. Then turn left to the pinwheel. And then from the pinwheel, we're going to try a different thing. I don't know if you guys can do this, where you go big. So your left hand extends, then your right hand extends like this. So left, then right. Left, then right. Okay. The left hand goes big and then the right hand goes big. I said that wrong. Left, then right. Left, then right. Left, then right. And then what I want you to do, so we'll do 3 big. We'll go 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th one, do a 360-degree turn back while you're doing the extension. Arms, so instead of having wimpy arms like this, right, I want you to try and have a full extension like that. Start with we'll do it in steps. Let's start with the 3 extensions into the turnaround, and then we'll go backwards from there. So start with the clockwise pinwheel, and then we'll do 3 extensions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to turn to the left 360 degrees, come back into the pinwheel, and then turn back to the right to overhand weave. And then we're going to start from the top. So we're in the weave, then we're going to turn left, Chase the Sun 3 times. 1, 2, 3, turn right back to overhand weave. Then we're going to turn to the left into the pinwheel, and we're going to go 1, 2 extensions, 3 extensions, and now on the 4th one, turn 360 degrees. I saw both the 360 version with the kick and I saw the static version. So here's what we're going to do in the combo. We're going to add that in. When you come from the weave and then you do your 3 Chasing the Suns, you'll go 1, 2, 3. After, on the 4th one, you can either do the static one like that, or if you prefer, do the 360 turnaround like that, and then come back into your weave. The sequence is this: weave, 3 Chasing the Suns, 1 under the leg, either with the turn or without. Then you go back to the weave. Then we'll do 3 pinwheel extension, or then you go to the pinwheel. Then you do 3 pinwheel extensions, and then the 360 turnaround, and then we'll go back to the weave. Let's start with the weave. Here we are. We're weaving. Okay, we're going to turn to the left and do our 3 Chasing the Suns. Here we go. And 3, chase, 2, and 1. And now I want you to come under the leg, whichever version of it you're choosing, and then come back into your overhand weave. Now we're going to go into the pinwheel. So turn left to your clockwise pinwheel. And then we'll do 3 extensions. 1 and 2 and 3. And now do a 360-degree turn and come back to your pinwheel and turn back to your weave. What you could focus on is, as you're learning it, remembering to raise your body up so that you're projecting more energy forward. So try not to look down as you're thinking about what to do next. And I really, I'm saying smile, not because I want you to smile, but because I want you to have conscious facial expressions. There's this thing called flow face, where people accidentally make very silly faces when they're spinning. So if you focus on having conscious facial expressions, it helps you later. So that's why I'm saying smile. It's not just to lighten your mood, it's to help you remember when you're performing that your facial expressions really make a difference. Because if you mess up, but you're smiling when you do it, audiences will go on the ride with you. If you look mad at yourself, audiences are not as happy to go on the ride. Let's start from the top again. So we're in the weave. We're gonna turn to the left, do our 3 chasing the suns. Here we go. Chase the sun 3 times, 2 more times, 1 more time. Now you're gonna go under the leg and turn if you wanna add that turn, and then come back down into the weave. Then we're gonna turn left 90 degrees again. This time we're gonna go into the pinwheel. And from this pinwheel, I want you to extend 3 times, 2 more times, 1 more time, and then do the 360-degree turn, and then come down into the overhand weave again. Now, from the overhand weave, I want you to open it up, sweep back, so you're in underhand. Now, your underhand facing stage left. I want you to shorten your poi from here. So this is where you're gonna wrap up. And what you do in order to wrap up, if you're not comfortable with it, here's what I do. I stick my fingers out, and then I use my thumb to pinch. Right? So it's coming around, stick my fingers out, and then I pinch at the point where I want to stop it wrapping. So if I wanted to wrap it twice around 2 fingers, I would go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then pinch it to stop it from wrapping further. Left foot is forward now, and you're in underhand. And then let's just see if you can do 1 wrap, and from the 1 wrap, get it into underhand short poi, and then bring it into your underhand buzzsaw here. Okay, now from your underhand buzzsaw, the camera so you can see me, let me show you it once. I'm gonna show it to you in overhand because I execute it better in overhand. If this is the buzzsaw, and you take the buzzsaw and you move it back like this, this is a behind the back buzzsaw, and then you can do a kick like that, right? So what that requires is the poi have to come between your arm and your body. So you guys are in underhand. I'm gonna practice it with you in underhand. That's my weaver direction, so thank you for letting me practice with you. Let's do 1 hand at a time. Let's do left hand first. What I wanna do is a couple drills. We're gonna do 10 drills. I want you to come from this position in front of you as if you're in the buzzsaw, just with the left hand, and then slide it back between your arm and your body. So it's behind your butt. And now bring it back in front of you. So please note, if you look at me from the side, you see how it's coming between my arm and my body? You don't have as much hip as I do, so you guys can do this, I'm sure. If I could do it, you can. And then come forward. And then we're gonna come back again. And then we're gonna come forward again. And then we're gonna come back again. And then we're gonna come forward again. And then last time, coming back, coming back, coming back. And now come back to the front. One thing that's weird about it is as you get it behind your back, you have your butt there. So what do? Couple things. You arch your back. And then when you noticed me do it a minute ago, when I did the kick, so I kicked my left leg. When I kicked my left leg, because I'm kicking, my left hip is coming forward, which leaves space between or behind my left butt cheek. So as you're coming back, you can put the poi on the one side of the body so that you can do the kick better. So like this is my good version here. If you have that angle with your body though, you have more space there. But you may have enough flexibility to just stand there and do this. Some people do, some people don't. You can also cheat on this and have it the width of your body so that it looks like it's behind you, but it's not quite. You need to do a ton of these drills where you're coming from the front to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. if you're in underhand, as you are moving your poi backward, you're gonna push down and forward to keep the poi vertical as it's between your arm and your body. Also, as a helpful thing to start out with, just this, just here, just hold it here with both poi. I mean, you could do it as individual lessons. You don't have to do like both hands at the same time, but just holding it here will help you get accustomed to this. Another thing that's helpful is remembering you need to have enough room between the arm and the side of your body and the widest portion. Like, so if you have any sort of hip at all, you have to have enough space between where the hip is and the arm is, which requires that you create a pocket up here. So sometimes lifting your elbow can help you create that space between your body and your arm, if that makes sense. Also helpful, tucking in your shirts so that it doesn't hit the shirts. I started them out with the overhand weave. Then from the overhand weave, so we did all left, right turns, just these things. So overhand weave, and then turn left into Chasing the Sun for 3, 2, 1. And then I said they can either do the under the leg like this, or if they have the turnaround like that they should do the turnaround and go back into the weave. So whichever one is more comfortable for them. Then the second combo was coming from here to turning left 90 degrees into the pinwheel with the 3 extensions, 1, 2, 3, and then the 360 degree turn, and then back to weave. And then the third thing that we worked on was open this up, sweep back, which is just the low part of the Chasing the Sun, come out underhand. Then I had them do this wrap up, and the key with this wrap up is as it comes around the fingers that are sticking out, you pinch with your index finger and your thumb to stop it from wrapping too far. Right? So wrap up on the side, come into your buzzsaw, and then I was having them work on this new move where you come back here and you do that kick to exit.